Hey everyone, Kyle once again, and welcome back to the next episode review of Solo Leveling, episode 3. Now this episode is not really, well, up until the very couple 2 minutes of the episode though, but for the most part this episode was good though, because we're focusing more on the whole menu thing, like how in the last seconds of the last episode, how it's like player say yes or no, right? We'll focus more on that though, but this one doesn't have any action up until like the last 2 minutes of the episode, right? But still, we're just a change of pace because you don't have to. Not every episode doesn't have to rely on action and blood and gore and all that stuff. No, some can be split in simple dialogue or just the other scenarios, right? So in this one, after his near-death experience, him basically knocking on death's door, basically. He wakes up in the hospital. His arm, he's got his arm back, and his leg is back as well. His arm and leg is back. So he wakes up in the hospital, wondering what's going on, until he sees the menu pop up. Right? It's like player yes or no or etc. Right? And he's the only one who can see these menus. No one else can. Right? So this most of this episode of him training, because if you're like a video game player, you have to go to do some certain things to level up, right? First, you have to build. In this case, he's building up his stamina. Basically, he has to run, because it has a list like running, push-ups. Like you can do it like a list of push-ups, like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, like running as well. So it's basically mostly just building his strength up to make him more agile to move and a little more physically stronger, So, and this whole menu thing is very interesting, enough, because it's like when you're it's like one of those Otome games, right? Where you're the villainous or whatever, right? They have those menu things to just see, right? Or just another one of those isekai type shows. But this is not the case though. But he's the one who sees these menus, right? And like for instance, there's also penalties too. You have to complete these, even though they're basic tasks though. But if you don't do it, you'll get a penalty. Like for instance, like when he fails to do the running right, his penalty is he gets transported into this desert and he's being chased by these giant red centipede-like demons. And he has to run. He has to run for his life, and he has to do this basically for 4 hours. So yeah, so he's running for 4 hours, and then while the two nurses are looking for him at the hospital because he's not in his room, and then it cuts back to he has 2 hours left now, and then almost like he has a few seconds to go, and he can't run any longer. I'm like, damn, you must be the strongest runner ever. You probably outlast a. Well, maybe he can be. Maybe he's like Forrest Gump, because Forrest Gump can run all across the country, right, without feeling tired, But he's in this for 4 hours straight until when time is up, he gets transported back into the hospital room, and the nurses find him. Oh, there he is. So that's like if you, even though they're basics though, you have to do them, or there's a penalty. It'd be something like that though, right? So couple days pass, he's doing the training, he's building up, he's running, he's doing push-ups, and even his girl, well, I don't say his girl, but I will say his girl because it looks like she'd be the love interest, right? She was gonna bring flowers to him, but when she looks outside, even the nurses are seeing him, like he's doing all the stuff, he's recovering in record time, But she goes and she was gonna bring the flowers, but she goes and leaves. Because she's also still suffering from those PTSDs from what happened in that dungeon. And so after that, he looks more on the menu and he sees like his strength is now up to like 31, and he receives this key. And so he and then we get a bit flashbacks why he started doing this hunting in the first place, because his mom is hospitalized due to like what was it? It's not an illness. It's something that a magic happens, kind of like an eternal sleep type of spell type of way, right? So he decided to do this hunting being these hunters in the first place because he can earn the money to help pay for his mom's medical expenses or hospital expenses, and then his sister is trying to go to college as well, so he has to he wants to earn all this money to help both of them, right? So, but the thing is, we see him like getting chastised, because he's an E rank hunter. He's useless, in those flashbacks. So now he has a chance to probably get. It's a reawakening, because I was forgot to mention. When he was brought back, it's a reawakening because these two guys work for this Hunters Association. They interview him, and they give this machine where he puts his hand on, and even though if he's an E rank, they should put rank of 70 though, but he's on the monitor, he's rank of 10. So the guys are like a little bit baffled on that though, but they say that there's nothing because for a reawakening it's kind of rare in a way though, because if they were, they would be more stronger though, but not in Sung's case though. But we know eventually he will get stronger. We all know as the series will go on, though, right? We know that will happen, though. But they're just wondering why he's rating at 10, But they're gonna keep an eye on this case here as a special case. So anyway, so he gets ready. He goes to this part where this subway station is, where he takes that key. It's a magical berry. He unlocks it and opens up a kind of like a different type of doorway. He goes down there, but the barrier locks him behind him, closes behind him, so he can't get out. But ordinary people, right? They can't. It's like a reality. It's a different dimension in the same reality. How am I supposed to say it? Because ordinary people, they're walking in. Well, it's not a close-up because a woman came out of that subway station, so it creates a different reality downstairs, you could say. But no ordinary people can't see him, because we see a woman walk by him, not seeing him, goes right through the barrier, but he can't get out of it though. So it's ordinary people can't see him at all, and they can just pass through it, right? So he goes down there. He has his knife with him, and he comes across 3 goblins. Now he's doing pretty good at dodging. He's dodging pretty good, and they finally stabs one goblin, gets a lucky strike in, and he's doing dodging some more, and he cuts the other 2 I was gonna say zombies, but goblins down. And he actually did. He actually killed some goblins for once. And then also now his knife breaks, because now this red wolf with a steel lower jaw, what is it called? A steel-fanged lichen, is my subtitle is called. So that steel-jawed wolf breaks his knife, and now he has to think on his feet now how he's going to handle this now before the credits end. So overall, yeah, now he has his this is like most of the times most of the episode is no action, which is good. It doesn't have to rely on action all the time, though. The whole thing exploring this lore of this whole player menu, and like I said, if he doesn't do a simple task like push-ups or running, in this case running, gets a penalty. He has to basically run for his life until he completes it, the penalty. And he has to go. He's doing this lone journey. That pretty much says it's a lone journey by himself that he has to strengthen himself up on his own without no one else helping him. And that's this is a kind of episode I would like to see. Yes, I'm always a sucker for action. Yes, I am. But sometimes you don't have to just rely on action for everything. So, but yeah, it was nice of him just trying to get in better shape. Recovering, more training on his stamina. Learning more about how these menu things work, and if he does, he'll get rewards, like him receiving this key to go down there. He actually killed some goblins for once, but now he's gonna have to deal with that wolf, with the steel fang jaw. So, but overall, yeah, I think it was a very good episode, a different change of pace of episode, because from typical action stuff, so. Like I said, you don't have to win with just action. You sometimes get explained through dialogue or different scenarios, like with the whole menu thing, the whole player menu thing. So, but yeah, episode 3 was good. I liked it. and I can see why the people were so hyped about this series, and I can see why now. So I'll look forward to the next one. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned, and I got some more movie reviews coming up, and I hope you look forward to those. And we'll see you next time. Later.